In 1992, Al Unser Jr. was on top of the world. That year, he finally won the Indianapolis 500, doing so by a margin of just 0.043 seconds over Scott Goodyear. As of 2019, this is the closest finish in the history of the race. By the end of 1992, Unser had won 18 IndyCar races and the 1990 championship. He also had competed in IROC, the International Race of Champions, starting in 1986. Unser would win 6 races in the Stock Car Series, along with the 1986 and 1988 championships. In October 1987, Unser was considered by Hendrick Motorsports to drive in the NASCAR Cup Series race at Charlotte Motor Speedway. He was set to replace Tim Richmond, but the team ultimately chose Jimmy Means instead. Fast forward to December 31st, 1992, Hendrick Motorsports announced that they would be fielding a 4th car for the 1993 Daytona 500, the number 46 Chevrolet Lumina, going along with full-time cars driven by Ricky Rudd, Jeff Gordon, and Ken Schrader. Al Unser Jr. would be announced as the driver. The deal came about when Valvoline, Unser's IndyCar sponsor since 1988, became an associate sponsor for the Hendrick team. No surprise, the company would serve as the main sponsor on Unser's car. Unser participated in his first test at the Daytona International Speedway in January 1993. After Schrader shook down the car, Unser was able to post a fastest lap of 189.833 miles per hour. This would be the 9th fastest speed posted in the test, with the fastest being Kyle Petty at 190.476 miles per hour. However, once practice begun for the Daytona 500, Unser did not have much speed. He would ultimately qualify in the 36th place at a speed of 186.749 miles per hour. Unser would start 19th out of 27 cars in the first qualifying race. On the 4th lap, Wally Dallenbach Jr. was spun by Ernie Irvan. Unser's car received damage in the left rear, causing the fender to be pushed onto the tire. On lap 10, the tire failed and Unser crashed out, with Jimmy Hensley also being involved. In spite of this, Unser was able to qualify for his first Daytona 500. He would start in 40th place out of 41 cars. The damage from his qualifying race would require Unser to use a backup car from teammate Ken Schrader. This car was driven by Schrader to finish second in the Exhibition Clash race a week before. For the first time since 1981 with Johnny Rutherford, there was a chance that the current Indianapolis 500 champion could win the Daytona 500. In the race, Unser was able to move through the field and would eventually move into the top 10. As the race went on, Unser continued to gain experience, and it appeared that he would be able to have a good finish. Unfortunately, on lap 158, Unser was trying to settle into line after a restart and made contact with Dale Earnhardt. This caused Unser to lose control, collecting Bobby Hillin Jr. and Kyle Petty in the process. For his efforts, Al Unser Jr. was credited with a 36th place finish with 157 laps completed. There were rumors that Unser would do other Cup races in 1993, particularly on a road course. It was also speculated that he would do the potential race at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the Brickyard 400. However, Al Unser Jr. never again started a race in any NASCAR sanctioned series. In 1994, he began to drive an IndyCar for Team Penske. In spite of the fact that team owner Roger Penske owns a NASCAR team, he was not keen to having his drivers participate in series other than their main discipline.